Oh,
There you go. All right.
very good.
Thank
Very
you, sweetheart. We
good.
appreciate that.
Absolutely. Because I know, that, 7 o'clock on a Monday night may not be the opportune prime time for everyone. But this information, you guys, is going to literally change your mind, uncloud your head, and let you know what, I can do this social media thing. So let me introduce myself. My name is Beth McDowell Hall. I have been with Mary Kay for 18 years. 18 years. 14 free cars. They are not free. We earned them. 14 of those. 3 of those were pink Cadillacs. And yeah, I earned my car as a consultant, and good stuff. So what we're going to talk about tonight is social media. And I have to tell you a little story so that you know how and why this even became a thing, and why the pain points that you guys have, that I have, that Pam has, why I kind of just muddled through the muck, if you will, to figure this thing out. Well, in 2009, my precious mother was diagnosed with Parkinson's and dementia. Diagnosed. I'm sorry, with just Parkinson's at that point. And so I'm the oldest of 3, and I guess I assumed the position of caregiver. Well, I didn't have to caregive that much in 2009, but 2017 rolled around and there was an event. Mom fell. And in 2017, I did become the sole caregiver for her and my dad. My husband at the time, and I'll tell you that story real quickly at the time part, was helping me as well. So in 2017, we had to take care of Mom. She also formed dementia during that time. So I was in a season of my life that I was used to. I was that sales director that did the unit meetings in person. I did the vendor events. I did customer appreciations. I did boutique events, staff appreciations, all the things, all the things. And it came to a screeching halt that one event my mom had, because I had to be in house with her. Well, I'm a Cadillac sales director, and I'm thinking, how am I going to keep this train going? Because, one of the things we learn in our Mary Kay business is to never stop the train. Never stop the train. Keep the train moving, even if it has to go slow in a season. We keep the train moving. And so I had to figure this thing out. And I am literally sitting on a couch one night, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to lead my unit? How am I going to what am I going to do with my customers? What am I going to do? And then I call it God wink, epiphany, whatever you want to call it. It was divine intervention for me. That's what it was. God gave me an epiphany. Beth, you have this thing in front of you called Facebook. You have this thing in front of you called social media. And you've been doing it, but your world is going to have to be there. So that's where my world went to in 2017. So that when 2020 rolled around and the rest of the Mary Kay world, I did not realize it in 2017 that was actually a blessing. But you know what? God knew COVID was coming. God knew the plan. He knows the plan. He knows our day to day. And he knows that in 2020, the whole world was going to have to go to social media. And thank you, God, that me and my unit did not skip a beat, because we were already there, because I already had to go there. So that's a little bit of introduction for me. Fast forward 2017 to 2020, Mom passed away of her Parkinson's and complications of all that. She and my dad were married 55 years at the time, and I just knew that he wasn't going to last long. He lasted a year. But in between the year, July of 2020 and July of 21, my husband passes away on February 14th. Yes, that is Valentine's Day. And he passed of COVID. So he did have underlying conditions. He was a severe diabetic. It had a heart valve replacement. It was ugly. It was a horrible year, you know, and the only thing I can tell you is thank you, Lord, for his grace, for his holding me up through all that time, for me having simple things, you guys, like this in place. No matter if you are a consultant, a director, a national, you need systems in place. And we need things like this that's going to bring us business and bring us joy instead of not bringing us joy. So we're going to talk about some of the pain points of social media. Number one, consistency. You guys, I know Pam has told you this. I know you've heard it in every Mary Kay training that you've heard. And I'm just going to tell you from a very humble heart, anything you do in life, whether it's marriage, whether it's raise children, whether it's your Bible study, you know, whether it's your Mary Kay, we have to be consistent. We will not grow if we are not consistent. The train cannot move by itself if we are not consistent. So your consistency plays a huge part in this whole social media world. Why? Because Facebook has this thing called an algorithm, and we're going to talk about it throughout our hour here. The algorithm, we can either let it be our friend and work for us, or we can not let it be our friend and work against us. And I don't know about you guys, but I prefer that it work for us. Pain point number two, Beth, what do I post? I believe that we all have the best intentions, and we wake up every day and we're like, I'm going to post today. And then noon comes around, and because you've been pondering what to post, noon comes and you're like, I still don't know what to post. Then 3 o'clock comes, then dinner comes, and you've not done it at all because you're still pondering. So we're going to talk about that, and I am going to help you fix that. Get excited about that. And then pain point number 3 is follow-up. I know you guys just cringed when I said that. But follow-up. We cannot leave money on the table. We cannot leave a soul left behind. We cannot, you know, we have these, I call them air quote friends on Facebook, because these people obviously are not like our BFFs. They are more of an acquaintance. The majority of them, I know that. We all have the kind of same Facebook group. But, you know, there's a lot of follow-up in that. So I'm going to not only teach you what to post, but I'm going to teach you a little bit of follow-up and how to get new customers. Get excited. Get excited. So it comes in the form of a content calendar. Now, remember, my life in 2017 had to be quick and it had to be simple, because I had no idea what I was waking up to every single day, what that day was going to look like. So it had to be simple. Now, when I talk about posting, you guys, this is specifically for your main Facebook profile, your main page where you've got all the friends, all the cousins, all the family. It is there. Why? Because I want these people to be converted to your customers and then moved to your customer groups or business pages, whichever one you have, or both. So this is your main page. I want everybody to be clear on that. And I am going to have a few minutes at the end that we can have a Q&A, Pam, if you're okay with that. That would, you know, I like to do that. I just want everybody to be clear on this. Okay, so let's get started with the content calendar. Monday. You guys, we're going to do this 7 days a week. Remember, we've got to have the algorithm working for us. So we have to do this every single day, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as I can for you guys. So Monday is Monday motivation. Was uplifting and motivational. You guys, we are Mary Kay. We are Mary Kay sisters, and part of our job is to bring joy to others' lives. Now, Monday has nothing to do with Mary Kay. You are just letting your friends know that, you know what, Pam is a positive person. I like seeing her post. I'd like to see more of her post. So on Monday, when you want to post a Monday motivational post, you guys, you can Google, literally Google Monday motivation, and a gazillion posts will come up. And a lot of them already have wording in their motivation. And so you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. But here's what I know about Monday motivation. You're putting out good energy. You're putting out positive vibes. And what I've noticed in my own is that day typically gets shared a lot, 10 to 13 times. Now, let me tell you what happens when somebody shares your post. Facebook in the background is throwing up balloons and they are having parties because they're thinking, oh my goodness, somebody is sharing this, they like it, then their people are going to see it. So Facebook is all excited because more people are going to be on their platform and see their stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Monday motivation really just needs, it's really simple. You just Google Monday motivation and you put out positive energy, positive thinking. This is not a Debbie Downer day. This is not a glass half full day. This is, this is positive stuff. Today was Monday, and I actually, because we were just a seminar and we have all the photo op places, we had a little section that was my MK life, and it said it just fits. So on mine, I'm standing there and I started the post with it just fits. And I talked about the positive energy in my Mary Kay business. So it don't always have to be a graphic. It can be something about you. It can be. It just needs to be motivational and inspiring. Now, Tuesday. Tuesday is something about you. Something about you. Let me tell you why. I know you guys probably have had the DISC training. That is the personality training that we have in Mary Kay. If you, like myself, have been in for a while and you guys haven't kind of talked about it in a while, Mary Kay In Touch has a wealth of knowledge. I love the new website. I love the new modules. Go and check out the DISC personality. But for this purpose, what you need to know is that the S personality is the more prominent one in the world, meaning that is the S personality. There are more S's in the world than there are the D's, the I, and the C's. Now, I was an accountant for 30 years, so obviously I have a little bit of C in me. But typically my go-to is DI. My children are grown. I do have grandchildren. So of course that S can come out. But what does the S mean in forms of our content calendar? An S personality loves to get to know you. They want to feel like they just really know you. They want to, they're very family oriented. So you're going to see that in some of these posts that I'm talking about. And it's geared toward every personality, but you're going to see where, okay, I see why she's doing this and why it's being geared to the S personality. So Tuesday is something about you. Now, you guys, on this day, you can be as vulnerable as you want to. As vulnerable as you want to. You may start out very meek and very mild, and then you may be like me. You've been doing this for so long. I actually, I told you my husband passed in 21. I got remarried 6 months ago, and I moved 3 hours away from where I was born and raised. And so was in the process of getting new doctors, PCP and gynecologists, breast, all the things that we women have to do. And so I was sitting in the PCP office waiting for the doctor, and there's pictures on the wall, and I'm looking at them, but there just happened to be a picture, you guys, of poop. The different forms of poop. I'm like, is that a thing? If your poop looks like this, it means this. If it looks like this, it means this. And I was cracking up. cracking up. You guys probably already know this. Well, I'm like, poop is poop. So I took a picture of that on the wall, knowing, and this was on a Wednesday, knowing that I was going to, on the next Tuesday, something about me, put that post out there, which reminds me to tell you guys, as you're doing life, make sure you take these pictures. You don't have to post it that day. Save it for the specific day. So this was a Wednesday. I saved it to the next Tuesday. And I think my post said something about, yep, I had no idea this was a thing, but I'm sitting in the PCP office and apparently your poop means something. Check below, something like that. You guys, the algorithm went nuts. People liked it, they laughed, they commented, they shared it. I mean, it was hysterical. And so that's what I'm saying. Be as vulnerable as you want to. You may be like, Beth, there's no way I would post something like that. And it may not be if you're just getting started. But if you've been doing it for a long time like me, you're like, okay, that's fine. What is something else? Something about me. Obviously, you can tell, you know, something someone would not know about me is that I love rock music. I am a true 80s child. One week I did this. I have been trying to live a low carb, no carb life for a long time, quite a few years. And so I like to eat my sandwiches, the wraps, spinach wraps. So I just took a picture of that one day and, you know, posted that. I've been trying to live a low carb, no carb life for quite a while. This is my go-to to make sandwiches. What's yours? That kind of thing. So, you know, got a lot of comments on that. And what you're wanting to do with this, you guys, is that different people see your things. Different people comment on your things. You don't want the same old, same old. Same old people seeing it, same old people commenting. You want different people seeing your post because in true Mary Kay teaching, we have to let our people that are not yet our customers get to know us, like us, trust us, then to be able to purchase from us and become our customer. That is Mary Kay training. Know, like, trust, and then they will purchase from you. Remembering the S personality, they have to get to know you. They're not going to do things on a whim. They're not going to do it. In their head, they're processing why they need to do it and why they're going to take it away from their family. So you have to let them get to know you. And why am I telling you that? Because don't let Tuesdays be so boring. Like, really tell something about yourself. You know, I mean, other than, you know, I'm the Mary Kay lady. You know, I have 6 grandchildren, and I know the traditional name is probably Granny or Grandma or whatever. I'm Gammy. I was supposed to be Glammy, but he couldn't say the L. So the first grandchild dictates the name, right? So it's, you know, those kinds of things. And women love that. They love to see things like that. Why? Because they're living the same life. They are living the exact same life. So then on Wednesday is engagement post day. This is the day that is silly. It is the day that you ask people and put up a graphic of what is the best part of the brownie for you to eat? Do you like the ends with the crust or do you like the middle? Do you like, let's see, summer, it's hot. What is your favorite condiment on a hot dog? Mustard, chili, ketchup. People love to give their opinion. They love to give their opinion. And the S is going to slow down and give their opinion on a this and that situation or a comment situation. They are going to do it every single time. So your algorithm that day is going to increase because you've got all of these comments. And what we've been doing since Monday is building your algorithm, because every time somebody likes your post, loves it, or comments, it gets thrown out to more of your people. Have you ever noticed, this has always aggravated me, You have 1,000 friends, let's say, on your social media, but only a few ever comment and like it and all that. But it's not your fault. It's Facebook algorithm. It throws it out to a little bit. And if they like it or love it, Facebook says, oh, okay, this might be good content. Let me throw it out to more. And as people like it or love it and comment, more gets thrown out, more gets thrown out, more gets thrown out. You will find that a week later on your post about the poop, the people are still liking and commenting. And you're thinking, you're like, what? I'm way past that. Why are y'all just now seeing this? It's not their fault. It's not your fault. It's Facebook's. It's the way they throw things out. So the algorithm, like I said, we have to make it work for us. Wednesday is also a great time as Mary Kay consultants for us to do a this and that. Are you a pink ballerina lip gloss kind of girl? Or are you a beach bronze kind of girl? Now, I would not do that post every single week, but I would do it once a month. I would absolutely do it at least once a month. And when Susie Q says, oh, I love the pink ballerina, this is what you're going to do. You're going to like it, and you are going to private message her. Susie, on my word, I love pink ballerina as well. If you do. If you don't tell a lie. if you like pink ballerinas, oh my gosh, Susie, I love pink ballerina too. Let's get together so that I can show you what it would look like on you. Or if you're working virtually, you can do a FaceTime, or you can just kind of be like the D personality and say, Susie, oh my word, I love pink ballerina too. What's your address? And I'll shoot you one. Now, of course, you're not giving it to her for free. You are assuming the sale at that point. If she says she likes the beach bronze, she likes the brown. Oh, I love a neutral. I do. I love a neutral. I love a neutral as well. You fit the verbiage on what you need and how you want to work. Some people want to work virtually. Some people want to work face to face. Some of us are doing both. We're doing hybrids. However you want to work is how you want to work that verbiage. But like I said, when it comes to our Mary Kay products, this or that, only do that once a month, because you don't want them to, every time they see your name or your post, they think, oh my gosh, there she goes talking about Mary Kay again. Remember, we're wanting these people to get to know us, like us, and trust us. So you got the algorithm built up because you've been building it up all week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Thursday is a did you know. Thursday is a did you know post. Now on Thursday, this is product day, but this is how you need to sound. When you're talking about, we're going to pretend like this is pink ballerina, or no, we'll pretend like this is facial peel. You're going to put a picture up of facial peel. Now you can put up a stock photo from Mary Kay in the video lounge, or you can take a picture, like a selfie of yourself holding up the facial peel and smile. And you're going to say, oh, one of my favorite products. It helps me to get rid of dead skin cells, all the things. Educate them and do the bullet points of what this product does. And at the end, I have 20 samples that I would love to send out. Who would be my first 20 to want to try this? You guys, that day serves so many different purposes. It's a Facebook post. It's going out to people, potential new customers. You're going to send out samples to these customers. And then, of course, you're going to do the follow-up. So when Susie says, me, I want a sample, you're going to private message her. Susie, I am so glad. You're going to love this facial peel. Can't wait for you to try it. What is your address? And I'll send it out today. And you send it out. Give her 2 weeks. No more, no less. Because it's snail mail. Give her 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, follow up with her. You guys, don't just follow up one time. I don't know about you guys, but I am so glad. I don't know if you guys have a CVS in your area, but CVS burns my phone up. They send me text reminders all the time. Beth, this medicine's ready for pickup. And then I don't go get it for a couple of days. Beth, your medicine's ready for pickup. They do it like 4 times before I get the message that says, Beth, your medicine is ready for pickup. And if you don't pick it up by tomorrow at blah, 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 it will be returned to the shelf. So what does Beth do? She puts down everything she's doing. She runs to CVS because she knows her time is up. We have to follow up diligently, just like that. We cannot just do it one time, you guys, because everybody is crazy busy. Everybody. We're all crazy busy doing something, right? Life is just kind of like that now. So don't be that consultant that's like, well, I reached out to her and I wanted to see how it was. And so I asked her one time. She didn't answer me, so I guess she just don't want it. That's not the case, you guys. It is not the case. You have no idea what she might have had going on at the time, right? Just like I was supposed to do this video and had to rush out to be with my mother-in-law and take her to the ER. I mean, you just never know what's going on. So just don't take her not answering back on the first, second, or even the third personally. Don't ever take any of this stuff personally, you guys. It's not about us. It's about them. And so we follow up with them until she either tells me, no, I'm not interested, or, you followed up with her at least 5 times, not 5 days in a row either. Give it a few days before following up again, because if something was going on today, it might be lingering for a day or so. You know what I mean? I know you guys do, because we all have the same kind of life. So that's, following up with that. So that's Thursday. Did you know? Now, I like on Thursdays, it's always a product day. Sometimes I'll do a non-product day. Did you know that water does this to your skin? That kind of thing. But the other thing, the main thing on Thursdays is to educate your friends. Educate them. Nobody, no woman, nobody wants to be sold to. When you educate a woman and let her make the decision, the sale is so easy. You're like, how did that happen? Believe me, it works. So then on Friday is a business post. Now, what do I mean by business post? Talk about your Mary Kay business. Why did you, and don't go into a lengthy thing, because you want to do something every single Friday. Why did you start your Mary Kay business? What do you love about your Mary Kay business? If you have pictures of you and your customers, or where you have done parties or facials, that's a great day to post. And, you could say something like, one of my favorite things to do is getting together with my girlfriends and doing charcoal mask. If you've got a picture of you in, skincare class or something like that. If you're doing makeup, one of my favorite things to do is to try on lipsticks with my friends, things like that. Now, here's the other hack tip, if you will, on any of these days. If it constitutes you saying something about somebody else, like on Tuesday, if you're talking about something about you and it's a picture of you and your husband, you and your daughter, you and your friend, you and a coworker, whatever it is, make sure you tag them, because when you tag them, now their people are going to see your stuff. And here's what's going to happen. They are going to like, love, or comment on the post. And then you are going to friend them. Now, I know you just took a deep breath, because my consultants did too. But Beth, I don't know them. But guess what? When you're doing a vendor event, you don't know those people either. When I'm doing a restaurant event and I hand a rose out, I don't know her either yet. So you are just friending those people because guess what? You've definitely got one thing in common. Y'all have a friend in common. Y'all may not know each other yet, but y'all have a friend in common. So in my opinion, it's better than doing a customer appreciation where you're handing out roses, because those people you definitely don't know. They are cold leads. And with social media, with this girl, y'all already have one mutual friend. So you're going to click the add friend button and friend these people. Now, is everybody going to friend you back? Probably not. But just like in true Mary Kay fashion, our business is not magical. It is mathematical. So you have to work the numbers. So you're going to add friends like that. So let me repeat a little bit of that. On particular days, if it constitutes you tagging one of your friends in it, or you can tag one of your friends in it, make sure you do, so that their friends will see the post, because they are going to like it, love it, comment, and then you're going to see that and you're going to friend them. Now, let me give you another social media hack. You might want to, when you start this process, you might want to pick a day, say it's Wednesday, and go back to last week and see who has seen it since, because I'm telling you, once this ball starts rolling, the algorithm of Facebook sends it out to since it keeps sending it out to your friends, your air quote friends, and they're going to like it and love it. And when they do, it gets thrown back at the top of the news feed. So I don't want you to miss getting a new friend, because if you tag someone, then you want to make sure that you can capture some of their friends. So that is Friday business post. You're going to post something about your business. Now, with the Direct Selling Association, we do have to be careful of certain things that we say and endorse, I guess. Like, we can't say that I love making 50% of what I sell. We cannot talk about income like that. You can, however, say, I love driving for free. You can say things like that. You cannot, but you have to be careful with, certain verbiages and things. So look, let's move on to Saturday. Saturday is family day. Are you guys there? Looks like it. Okay. All right. So, Saturday is family day. Just something about your family. Something about your family, something about any of your family. Again, we are wanting our audience to get to know, like, and trust us. So it could be something about a friend. It could be something about your husband, your sister, your brother, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren, people that are like your family. I love friends that are family, or that saying that friends that are not blood but are family, whatever that saying is. That can be a great post. Remember to tag those people. Please remember to do that. And then on Sunday is self-care Sunday. What do you do on Sundays to kind of self-care, to kind of decompress from the week, get ready for a week coming up? What do you do as it relates to your Mary Kay business? Meaning, like on Sundays, I'm definitely going to mask on Sunday if I don't do anything else. So I might put a biocellulose mask on my face and lean back and just take a picture and make a post of that. One of my favorite things to do on Sunday is to shrink and tighten my face with this amazing biocellulose mask. If I'm doing charcoal mask, which I have to do about every day during the summer, I'll have the charcoal mask on and say, whew, I know, I'll say something like, beauty is not always pretty, but always worth it. And then talk about the benefits of the charcoal mask. And, you just really talk about the self-care that you do on Sundays. Now, does it always have to be about a Mary Kay product? No. You could be sitting by a pool reading a book. One of my favorite things to do, after church is to lay out by my pool, reading a great book. Maybe put the author in there. One of my favorite things to do is sit back and watch the race on Sundays. Whatever that is what, you need to put, because people need to get to know you. They need to get to know you. So that is the weekly content calendar. You've got your Monday motivation. Tuesday, something about you. Wednesday is engagement post day. Thursday is did you know. Friday is business post, something about your business. And then Saturday is family day, post something about your family. Sunday is self-care day. So now there's 2 or 3 days in there that we do have the ability to talk about our Mary Kay product and or business, but we're not throwing it up every day on them. They're getting to know us. We are more than, the Mary Kay lady, right? So we love that part. So that's the content calendar. Now, I talked a little bit about follow-up, but let's talk a little deeper about follow-up. Again, once you start this ball rolling, next week, you can look back at this week and see who has liked it, who has loved it, who has commented on it. And make sure that you, even if it doesn't warrant a comment, make sure you have hit like and have acknowledged that you have seen that comment. Like, you can even just put a smiley face in the comment. It's going to throw that post back up, and it's going to throw it out to more of your friends. So there's a lot that can be gained here. Not only just sales, but new customers, potential new customers are sitting right there in your Facebook. Now, another thing you can do, we talked about how to get more customers, or how can I get more customers? We went through COVID where we couldn't do vendor events, restaurant events, boutiques, all the things. I've done them all. Car shows, I've done them all and loved them, and just loved them. I mean, it was almost devastating when it came to an end in 2017. I'm back now doing them. However, when we do those events, we don't know these people from Adam, right? But we do them because it grows our business, and we have an amazing product. We have an amazing company that we want to share with others. So this is another Mary Kay training. Birds of a feather flock together. I know that you guys have at least one amazing customer, probably more than that. Take that amazing customer, go on her profile page, go to her friends, and add her friends, because you know what? If she's great, odds are her friends are great too. Birds of a feather flock together. And add them as friends. Again, not everybody's going to receive that. They're not going to add you back. It's okay. It is a numbers game. It is mathematical. But the ones that do, you're going to get a notice that says so-and-so accepted your friend request. When they do, I want you to send them a private message and say, Susie, I am so glad that we have Rhonda as a mutual friend, and give a genuine compliment about Rhonda. I love Rhonda's hair. Isn't she beautiful? Period. She will come back and say something. She may or may not, but if she does, she will come back and say something. In 2 weeks, because you don't want to just blah all over her in the beginning. In 2 weeks, message her again and say, Susie, I am looking for 20 people to give me their opinion of our amazing skincare, the miracle set, or our repair, whichever one you want to talk about. Would you be one of my 20 to give me an opinion? Send me over your address and I'll send out the sample today. You guys, you can work this business both ways. You can see, I'm doing a hybrid version. I love seeing people in person now, and that we can. And so I'm seeing people in person, but this is also something I still do to this day. To this day, I love that. And I love getting new customers just like that. So, but does it take some work? You better believe it takes some work. And how do I keep up with all that? A spiral notebook, old school. There are some things that just need to remain old school. And I love keeping up with it old school like that, keeping up with the names, keeping up with the samples that I send out, whether it's from that or whether it's from the Thursday Did You Know, like sending out facial peel samples. Keep a list of this stuff, you guys, so you know who to follow up with, and you can make notes on each time you do follow up. Put a date on it and know that you followed up today so that you don't follow up again tomorrow and Wednesday, right? You don't want to, overbearingly do this kind of stuff. So this takes care of your pain points. You're going to do it consistently. Now, when I talk about consistently, I'll tell you how I do it. This may not work for you. You figure out what works for you. My feet do not hit the floor until I have put out my post for the day. Why? Because I know that when my feet hit the floor, I have a 6 most important things list. Actually, it's about 20. But I know that, just like everybody's life, it can get all discombobulated as soon as my feet hit the floor. So I'll go ahead and make my post. It's about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock when I make that post. When is going to be a great time for you? Is it going to be in the morning? Don't let it be too late. It don't need to be past 1 or 2. Are you so busy in the morning getting people ready for school and daycare and all the things that you just like, I just need to get out the door, Beth. I get it. But check this out. Get them to where they need to go. You go to work. And before you walk in that office, you sit in that car and you do your post. Hopefully, with knowing what day it is, it's going to be easy peasy. Easy peasy. Because as you are doing life, you're going to already have pictures in your gallery. And if it's Monday motivation, it's just Googling Monday motivation and finding one and throwing it out there. It is super duper easy. So the consistency part, after you figure out what's best for your schedule and only you can do that, is going to be fun and it's going to be easy. You know what to post on what day now. So that's going to make life easier. And then you do the follow-up because you are a great business person. You are a great business leader and you want to acquire new customers. So hopefully all of that will just gel and be so easy for you. And I want to open it up for questions at this point, Pam. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a quick question.
Okay.
I love your Southern accent.
Oh, where are you guys from?
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, yes.
My dream home would be Florida, but I'm from Ohio.
Oh, you and me both.
What are you calling in the social media, the number 2, it's like post on your main page. What are you calling that other than post?
It's a post on your main profile page.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said some other word with it. So
no, it's just a post on. I just wanted everybody to be clear that I'm talking about the main profile, not your business page, not your customer group. I mean, there's things that can be done in there, but we're wanting it your friends that are not yet your customers to get to know you, like you, and trust you so that you can convert them to, and actually that's part 2 training, but yes, that.
Okay. I just think these are just wonderful ideas. I can't wait to get started.
Does it help clarify things for you though, so that you can
Yeah,
know what to post every day? Because, I hear a lot of people say, and I was at that point, of course, too, I know I need to post, but what do I put?
right.
Because in the beginning of social media and Facebook, I don't know if we were told, I think we just assumed we were supposed to throw up Mary Kay all over the place. And we quickly found out that that was a no-no. People, didn't want to see all that. Of course they did. They don't, it's a social page. You got to be social. So we had to revamp the rules a little bit.
Okay, well, I appreciate this. I'm caretaker right now for my husband, and this is a good way for me to work my business and not have to worry about getting out. So I
Yes.
appreciate it very much.
Well, I'll be praying for you, my
And
friend. That's some work.
Yes.
Yes. Any other questions?
Okay, I have a question. So the first thing you said was that these posts are on your main, and I think you said page, but you're actually talking the main account that we use every day.
Your
correct?
profile. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I thought. Just wanted to verify that.
Yeah. When I say that, I'm like, it's like our business pages are business pages, and our customer groups are customer groups. I never know really what to call that main hub, if you will, other than I guess just our profile.
I usually say just my account.
Okay. I have a director friend who calls it the Mary Kay world. She says, the Mary Kay world.
Okay. I thought that's what you were talking about, but I just wanted to verify it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I wanted that was my question.
And Beth, I want to say thank you. This is Carol. I have no social media presence. So I thank you for giving me the tools to get started. And,
Nice.
And
nice.
after seminar, yeah, a lot of my attitudes have changed. So I got to get with the latest century. So,
well, you can.
Thank you.
Just do what we had Kimberly Copeland teach us in our director class. No, it was in the arena. She was talking about leveling up, and what is your next? What is your next thing that you need to do? We have big goals, and sometimes we have these goals, and we think about the big picture, and it can be, I'm not going to say the word because it starts with an O, but it can be that word when we really just need to do the next thing, that's going to get us to level up. So yay, I'm glad to hear that, Carol.
Anybody else?
I'd just like to say this has been awesome training, and I got to sit down and go through my notes again, but I thank you for opening this new world to some of it, to all of us, I guess, the changes that we can do. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You are so welcome. And I really, Pam, I want to hear from you and let me know how these ladies are doing. And I just want to hear that you guys are doing it, and it's and it's easy that you can just post and go, just post and go and let the post do the work until you have to do the work of follow up and all the things. But yeah, I want it to be, and I had to, in 2017, it had to be something easy for me, to do, so that, yeah, if you've ever been a caregiver, you know what I'm talking about. So thank you. I appreciate that.
I have a question, Beth. How about other social media accounts like TikTok and Snapchat and all those kind of things?
What is your question?
Would you do the same on those, or just let it go from, say, Instagram to Facebook you know, how it just travels from one to the other. What about TikTok? Are you doing TikTok?
I am not, and I tell you why. Because when when am I supposed to do that? You know, I mean, I do have an Instagram. I am primarily on Facebook, and I guess, since Facebook owns Instagram, you can take your Instagram account and link it to your Facebook. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll just do that, and then that can go there, and I don't have to work double, if you will, because who has time for that? Well, then when it comes to TikTok, I know it's a great thing. I know it's all the rage right now, short minute videos, but I haven't started doing that yet. I probably should, but I do well on Facebook. And I will tell you guys this, because I do, and this is totally not my personality, but I try to geek out a little bit and read up on, what's getting the most looks, if you will. And there for a while, because TikTok was new, it was the thing. It was getting all the looks. But did you know that there are more people on Facebook? So when I heard that, being an accountant, I know, if I don't know anything else, I know numbers. And I thought, okay, well, that just solidifies, us just being on Facebook and letting Facebook work for us. So no, I am not on any other except for Instagram.
Okay. I'm on there, but that's it.
Yeah.
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 But I agree, like I find with Facebook, and you may too, that there was a time period there where everybody was like doing, or at least the younger generation, most everything on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're back to Facebook.
Yeah.
Find that it's almost like Instagram's boring anymore. I mean, to me it is. So
right. Well, and I think what made it boring was when TikTok came along. They love the quick videos and stuff, unless you do a long video on TikTok or whatever. But they have come back to Facebook. I know my son, he's 37. I gotta think about that. He's 37, and he's on both. He's on Facebook and Instagram. And then I have one son, he's 31, and he's all about Instagram. He's hardly on Facebook. So I still think it's a personality, what you prefer type thing. But I'm going to go with statistics. I'm going to go with the numbers.
right.
So,
I agree. I would agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you recommend doing the stories?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've done a little bit, but not much. And I feel like I need to do that.
Let me tell you guys why. I didn't want to overwhelm you with this, but yes, do the stories, because that makes the algorithm work even more for you. Even more. And keep it simple. Stick to the content calendar, except on Monday, when you're doing Monday motivational post, maybe do a did you know story. Don't, and what I'm saying is don't do the same on the same day, because if the same people are seeing your story for the day and they see your post, they're like,
Gotcha.
So kind of do opposites of things. And if you notice, because you can see the numbers of people that seen your stories, you will see that, wow, that was a lot of people that seen your story. And you want people to start seeing your things, because when they do, they're going to see that did you know day, and they're going to be, oh yes, I need some of that facial peel.
Exactly. Will.
And reels are good as well, because they are short term videos. But I don't want to overwhelm you guys with stuff. So if you're not doing the post yet, get the post down. It's that whole level up thing. Don't overwhelm yourself. That other word. Don't do that. Just do the next thing. And if the next thing is get consistent on your post, then get consistent. And then you can throw the stories in. Okay. Then you can throw the reels in. I promise you, it will be there for you to get to.
And I have one more question. I'll quit bugging you.
No, you're fine. No, please.
But I've been confused, like on the business page. You know, for Post My Parties, we did that all through COVID, and we had to have the business page.
Right.
So now it's just kind of like out there. I've never really used that, but I'm seeing directors and not necessarily consultants, but I'm not looking for that. But I see some directors posting, and they have like a business page. And I think you and I talked about that just a little bit, where they can't really friend you, but they can follow you. Do you
Right.
recommend doing both? Like this one, your profile page, obviously, yeah. And then a business page as well, where they can follow, but I don't know if they can communicate back and forth on there though. So what's your thoughts on that?
So they can. I have a business page. It used to be Beth McDowell, Mary Kay Sales Director. I changed it somewhere in COVID because I'm a makeup artist in our area. I do a lot of brides. I do a lot of, I work with photographers and whatever they're doing, headshots, boudoirs, reunion, anything. And so I changed mine to Beth McDowell Makeup Artist.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody can follow you on there and all the things. On that page, I put faces that I've done. I will put family stuff on there. The thing is with our new Mary Kay ads, you have to have a business page to be able to do that.
Right.
You cannot do the ads without a business page. So I try to treat my profile, I don't want to say page, but my main profile different than I do my business page.
Okay.
Meaning over here in the makeup artist group, and if that's your Mary Kay page, obviously you can talk more about Mary Kay every single day because that's the page. And if I've come there and I've liked it, I've done that for a reason, right? So they're two different entities in my opinion. So, and a customer group is different. Still on that business page, we cannot talk about, birthday sales for August birthdays. We can't talk about BOGOs. We can't talk about flash sales. We cannot do that on business pages. We can only do that in our private customer groups.
Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, do you have a business page?
I do, but I'm currently not using it. It's there from Post My Party, but no,
Right.
I have a customer page or customer group, I should say.
Do you have a lot of people, customers on that business page?
Quite a few. I haven't done much with it lately, but yes. Mm-hmm.
To me, the business page is more of where I can get in there and do what I would do in my customer group, except talk prices, if that makes sense.
And is that open to the public? Can say anybody can go on there and find that page, that group
Yes.
page? Yeah.
Yes.
So it doesn't need to have to be a private page, does it?
I mean, yeah, I think you could probably lock it down as a private, and only people that are following you can do it. But how would a new person be able to find you to follow you? So I wouldn't recommend putting it private.
Right.
I would, I'd keep it open and just follow the rules like we have to follow the rules.
I know. Well, I know like our groups have to be private.
Yes.
I wasn't sure about the business page. That makes sense.
Are there any other questions?
No.
If not, I hope this was most helpful for you guys, at least get you started in the social media world, knowing what to post every day so that your audience can get to really know you, get to know you more than just the Mary Kay lady or, the preacher's wife or, that kind of stuff. Let people get to know you so that they will become your customers.
Well, thank you, Beth. I appreciate you so much. Like I told you, you're like a godsend.
Well, you are welcome. You are welcome.
When
I get part 2 ready, I will let you guys know and
yes,
see where we go.
I'll do it. Sure will. You can count on me.
All righty. You guys have an amazing night. Hope to see you soon.
Good to see you at leadership.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night,
Everyone
thank
stay on. We're
you.
gonna go over some, we're gonna go over some seminar things. So,
Okay.
yeah, but thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay. Did y'all like that?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Well, you know, I like that we have a specific schedule because Facebook has always just been like hit or miss, I think.
Mhm.
And for me, I used to put a lot of things on there, and I found when it was Mary Kay, I would get no responses or very little, except from Mary Kay people.
Mhm.
Leanne's coming on. Let me get her on here. 1 second.